Hi, welcome back to the Spring Boot tutorial. In this video, we're going to discuss about the @model attribute annotation with an example. So let's begin. So what is @model attribute annotation? So first of all, it refers to the model object in the MVC. So as the name suggests, it refers to the model object and it can be used on the methods. Also, we can pass this to the method arguments. So let's discuss these two scenarios in detail. So let's see what will happen by passing this to the method argument. So by passing this to the method argument, it indicates that the value should be bind to the method argument. So let's say suppose we have a person form and that form is backed by the person object. And now the user will enter the values inside the form, and when the user click on the submit button, the form values should bind to the method argument. So for that reason, we are going to pass the @model attribute annotation to the method argument. So that will bind the values to the method argument. So that is the first scenario. And another scenario, by annotating this to the methods. So if we annotate this to the methods, let's see what will happen. First of all, it defines the objects, and it will be as soon as we define the objects, it will be a part of the model object. So we don't have to explicitly add that object to the model, like let's say model.add attribute. So we don't need to do that. So if we add the model attribute annotation to the methods, then it will automatically, the objects will be a part of the model attribute. Later we can use that inside the views. So let's jump into our STS and let's look at the example. So I have already created a Spring Boot project which is model attribute. So inside this we have a packages called controller and entity. So let's go ahead and create the class inside the entity package. So I'm going to call the model name or the entity name as customer, and I'll define few fields: private string name, private private long age, private string location. So let's quickly generate the setters and getters, and also let's generate the constructor. So generate the setters and getters, and generate the toString, and generate the constructor using the fields. Okay, so now we have a constructor and the toString method, and also we have a few fields. So let's, inside the controller package, let's create a new controller. Customer controller. So I'm going to annotate this with the @controller annotation. So let's import the @controller. So first of all, let's go to the pom.xml. So if you see this, inside the pom.xml, I have added the time leaf, and I have added the Spring Starter Web, and also I have added the dev tools. So, and we have a test dependency as well. So by default, it will automatically takes the time leaf as the template engine. So let's go to the customer controller, and inside this I'm going to define a method, public string and get customer. I'm going to annotate this with @get mapping annotation /customer. So this will receive the @model attribute as an annotation. So we will look at that example later. So this will return the web page name, the template name, which is customer. So let's go ahead and quickly create the customer. So before that, I'm going to create a method which defines the @model attribute annotation. So public, so this will return the customer object, customer. So I will annotate this with @model attribute annotation. You can provide the name. So let's say I will call this as customer. So inside this, I'm going to create a new customer object, new customer. So let me give my name, Bhushan. I'm 28 years old and I'm from India. Okay, so now once we added this @model attribute annotation to the method, this customer object by default added to the model object. We don't have to explicitly add it to the model object, so that we can use this customer object inside the view. So let's go ahead and create the view. Before that, let's import all the annotations. So let's save this, and inside the resources folder, inside the templates, I'm going to create a new HTML page, and we need to add the XML schema. So I have already copied that schema, so let me paste that. Okay, so inside this, what I'll do is I'm just going to write a paragraph. So create a paragraph, and let's use the text property, and inside this, let's write the statement or the message that we want to print. My name is Bhushan. I am 28 years old and I am living in India. Okay, so now let's actually replace this with the dynamic values from the model. So we can append this and then use the dollar symbol. We're going to use an EL expressions basically. So customer, this customer, which is nothing but the model attribute name. So inside the customer controller, we have this model attribute name. This is the name that we're going to use inside the template, customer dot name. And then we need to, first of all, we have to close the quotes, and then we have to append the plus symbol. Then we have to, again we need to close that, and then we have to replace this with the customer dot age. Again we will concatenate this, and then let's all the way up to this India. Let me remove that, and we need to concatenate this with the dollar symbol, customer dot location. All right, hopefully this will work. Okay, we have to close the single quote as well. All right, so my name is Bhushan, I am 28 years old, I'm living in India. This will print. Okay, so let's save this, and inside the main method, I'm going to run the application. So alright, the application is started. Let's go to this URL, which is /customer localhost 8080/customer. Hit enter. Okay, we are getting some exception. Let's see. I was expecting this. So the template customer might not be exist or may not be accessible by any of the configurer template resolvers. Alright, so let's see what is the problem in this. So we have created, okay, this is a problem. So we should actually rename this to customer. So let's rename this. Where is the refactor? Okay, rename this with customer. Okay, click OK, and let's stop the server and restart it again. This time it should return the message. So let's go back and hit enter. You can see my name is Bhushan, I am 28 years old and I'm living in India. Okay, so this is how we can use the @model attribute annotation inside our controllers. So basically this @model attribute annotation will define the objects. That object will automatically add it to the model, so we don't have to explicitly add to the model object. Later we can use that values inside our views. So that's all about this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.